And that was that. She stopped. We had a porthole open. I looked out. The sky was clear, the stars were shining, the sea was dead calm. And I thought I couldn't understand. So I came out of my cabin and
Hello. Oh, wait. What? Am I here? Am I a phantom? I made my stealth check. Oh, I failed my stealth check. I'm back. It's Thursday night. It's Heroes and Hooligans, Kamatchkalan Chronicles. I am here to referee this crazy world. This is the crew. We're down a couple of crew members this week, but we do have Naime and Shield and Elvira. We have a crew that has seen some pretty horrific things. The captain is dead. I think that video says the captain is dead. Just when it seemed like the bounty had been fulfilled, the massive giant shark had been killed, and the reward was going to be easy money. Suddenly, things started to go sideways. Tentacle creatures came, amphibious creatures came on the deck. There was a battle. The battle was successful. Everyone had a good meal below decks in the galley to celebrate. The captain sang a little song, and then a creature, a Mushulu spawn, burst from the captain's chest. So something is loose on board. Something has burst from his chest and scuttled away below decks. The crew is left agape in the galley on the lower deck, 4 levels below the surface. It is dark, and the faint sounds of panic and screams can be heard all the way up to the top deck. In walks the first mate. All right, sweethearts, what are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed? It's a glorious day, and every meal is a banquet. Every paycheck is a fortune, and every day is a great day. Oh, how are you, you stupid cat? Carter Bishop, the first mate, a slim warforged with soft leather skin, says, picking up an absent-mindedly petting an orange calico that he just saw. Darn shame about the captain. These bunglers, they have such a cursed family legacy. But we need to get this ship back to port with as many people alive as possible. If you can get me to the top deck, I'll get us home. This trip already feels like it's 57 years long. But we first have to get to the bunks. He holds the cat.
We have to go to the bunks to go to the top deck?
Yes, something we have to.
What do we have to get there?
My daughter.
Is this like a when a mommy robot loves a daddy robot sort of situation?
Well, daughter, well, you understand that parts, like, well, You're asking me very uncomfortable questions, but you know,
It's not that I want to make you uncomfortable. I just
I have parts that are extra and can be used to create someone else like me, and
you have a
there's
tool.
it's kind of family, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
you have a tool. Awesome. So, what's all that screaming that is going on out there, buddy?
Sounds like men dying.
That's why we have to get back to port. It's a terrible situation.
So are you saying that we don't have control of the ship right now?
I no, we don't have control of the ship. We have to get up on top deck.
Well, that just made things extra more interesting. And here we thought we were going to get some rest.
What
Very dangerous. It's very
what does
dangerous
have
on
control
this
of the
one.
ship?
Nothing. We're adrift.
And why is no one at the wheel?
I don't know the answer to that. The captain was eating. We took the sails down. We things happened.
So besides this thing that exploded his chest,
We're
what else
really
is
having
out
a
there?
long
Is there?
conversation in the middle of a crisis.
Well, I need to get a sit rep here. Like, we need to know what we're dealing with. Is it just that squid-like creature, or is there something else?
I don't know. I just got here myself.
I bet it's more horny coral. We know how to fix this situation. Come on, let's go make a bomb. I think that's what it's called,
Yeah.
right?
I think we used all of it, though.
We should have planned ahead for more horny coral.
Well, I didn't expect horny coral to sprout up on the ship.
Well, maybe it sprouted up under the water just like it did last time. We should get out of here. Wait a minute. How did we stay away from the horny coral last time? Should we wrap something around our noses or something so we don't breathe it in?
If that is the case, probably. But wherever we're going, we should get moving soon.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. You should do that.
Let's head up then.
I volunteer to not go first.
Bunks first. Naime, you or me in front, and then these two in the middle. The other one in the back.
Okay, let me talk through while I'm trying to share my screen because I am in an undisclosed location tonight. Okay, here are your goals. Okay. Goal number 1 for tonight: safely deliver Carter Bishop, the first mate, and Newt to the top deck. You will get extra reward, big reward, if you capture the Mushalu spawn alive for study. If less than 60 crew remain, or the rudder or mast is damaged, you must get Carter Bishop to an alternate location on shore, if not the port. If Newt dies, Bishop will panic and run as fast as possible towards the top deck, causing time actions to speed up to every 5 minutes. Now, here's how it's going to every 2 minutes. Here's how it's going to work. We're going to go through sections tonight. I'm trying to share my screen. Let me know if you see it. Can you all hear me at least?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, but your screen's frozen for me at least.
My screen is.
Oh, did we lose him?
Nah, he muted.
Am I
I'm
back?
going to assume Newt is the cat.
Yeah, and Newt is effectively the captain at this point. First mate, captain is dead. Newt has become the captain. Can you confirm that you can see the screen share and hear me?
We can see the screen share and hear you. If you kill your camera, it will probably make it be a little bit easier. Yeah. There you go. Much better.
The bandwidth is probably terrible where he's staying.
All right, here's how it's going to work. Every 5 minutes, someone is going to roll a 1D100. That can be any one of you. And every 5 minutes, we're going to do it starting in 9 seconds. I will tell you what happens when you first roll. So go ahead and roll me a D100.
70.
Okay, here is what happens on a 70. The crew finds a way to advance to the next area of the ship. 66 through 95. The crew will find a safe way to advance to the next area. So you have advanced to area 2 safely while I try to turn off my camera. Okay. Section 2. You see this? You seeing all this? It looks melted. Carter Bishop points to a section of the wooden deck floorboards where some sort of acid is burned through the floor. Oh, this is bad.
I didn't know wood could melt. We should keep moving. Oh, this is uncomfortable, and it makes my feathers crawl like I have mites, and I do not appreciate it because I do not have mites.
Don't panic. Stay tight.
Don't panic! Wood is melting!
Shield, do you want to take rear or front?
I'll take rear. If something's in front of us, I can hit him with the glaive, and if it's behind us, I'll be there first. So I'll take rear.
Okay, I'll go up front. I'll take point.
Mm-hmm. You two in the middle.
And sure enough, I'll draw my sword, the moon touched, and light the way.
Okay. Everyone is safe for this round. You hear the screams, you hear the moans, you hear the just signs of horror and terror. I need a timekeeper since my screen is locking up quite regularly. So I'm glad you can hear me, but I really cannot control the screen. So, can someone take time? And we are going to roll another D100, and then we're going to do it every 5 minutes from now on.
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
You got the time? Okay.
Starting now.
Okay, roll a D100.
Oh, that was...
I
meant that 5 minutes started now, so I don't know.
Yep, we're into the next
I got
5
a 20
minutes.
this
Looks like you
time.
guys have a plan.
We got a 20 this time.
Okay, 20. Okay. All right. 6 through 20, the Mushulu spawn attacks a member of the crew. 1 round of combat. Not a great time for me to have computer issues. 1 round of combat. Please roll initiative. Let's hope this works.
Got an 11.
19.
I told you that Fallout bunker was a waste of money.
What? No. 12.
Give me 1 second to bring up combat. Fill everything else. Campaigns. Talk amongst yourselves while I get this set up. And pause. You can pause the 5 minutes. By the way, we're in combat.
That would be brutal unpaused.
Yeah, that'd be a little.
I mean, other things can happen. But you've got the monster engaged, so not much on this list will happen with the monster engaged with you.
Right. Can't faff about in the cargo if it's here trying to munch me.
Not yet.
Dire.
Remember, we were looking at the cards earlier and we were talking about things, and I wonder if this is something that the cards were talking about, but I do not really like this, and I do not want this thing to bite us, and nobody else gets chest exploded or ass blasted or anything. This is insane. All I wanted to do.
Those cards are not life and death. Come on.
No, they may not be life and death, but they are mostly accurate when you read them properly, which I'm still learning how to do, so I could have interpreted incorrectly, but they've been right every single time. Yes, they're just cards. You of all people know that there's different ways to communicate with other things in this world. You're living in the same skin as you.
I've always wondered, are those cards actually accurate, or are they just broad enough to actually fit most categories that happen in a day?
Well, it's the way that I communicate with the spirits around me. And usually they know more than we do because they can see things that we can't. Sometimes I can see what they can see, which I'm probably going to do whenever it's my turn, see what they can see. But
all right, here we go. I think I may have possibly solved my issue. There was can everyone confirm that there was no rest? That is true statement. No healing, no rest.
Yeah, we did not heal or rest.
Okay, all right then,
because we were going to bed, but I wasn't sure technically above the table if we were able to do such.
There was no going to bed. There was no going to bed. You're at dinner and you had a nice after dinner talk. Okay, here we go. Alvira, it is your turn. I will not do the video, but I will say, Alvira, it's your turn.
Do we see anything or no?
You see, oh gosh, don't I wish I could just trust my computer to work tonight? Yes, I do, is the answer. You see out of the corner, just as you're getting close to the stairwell to go up to the next deck, you see, it's not going to work. You see a terrible creature with acid dripping from its maw. It's got a dome-like head. It has terrible teeth, just vicious-looking teeth. It's a terrible sight, especially in the dark, and it seems like it is well suited for this environment. It's got an armor class of 17. It is small-ish at this point, somewhere between small and medium-sized, I would say.
Okay. So for my first thing, I will give a bardic inspiration to Naime. I will sing a terrible song because I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree, and then I'm going to try to shoot the thing, but I am absolutely terrified that I naturally am not able to do so, and that is EOT for me.
All right. Naime, your turn.
All right. I'm going to immediately lash out at this creature. Yeah. We're just going with the standard 2 attacks. What's the bardic inspiration again?
D6.
A D6. Thank you. Is that only to one roll?
That is correct.
Okay.
Just one.
All right, cool. So, the first attack is 19.
That'll hit. Armor class 17. Sorry, I'm trying to.
No worries.
Simple problem.
All right, and that will be 9 points of damage. And the second one is only a 12, so that will not hit.
Okay, 5 points. Okay, I believe that brings us to Shield. You're up on class 17. Oh, you what type of damage was that, by the way?
Slashing.
Oh, that is okay. Slashing damage. You slash into the creature, and it. You notice all over your sword there is acid. That acid starts to drip onto the floor. That floor that it's dripping onto begins to corrode very quickly, and a hole forms, dripping down.
What the fuck?
Okay. I think I've solved my problem.
Okay.
Okay. Let's hope. All right. That was definitely a user error. So acid has begun dripping. If the skin of the creature is somehow broken, acid that serves as his blood will drip onto the surroundings and dissolve through any material that it comes in contact with. Anyone touched by this acid will take 11 points of acid damage. Acid dissolves through armor, flesh, and bone. Shield, it is your turn.
Uh-huh. Hell.
You are right here. You see that floor section?
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Cutting this thing over and over does not sound like a good idea, but I don't really have a blunt weapon.
Hit it with the butt end of your thing.
Could I try that?
Of your
Of my glaive. Could I hit it with the butt end?
yes,
It's not. Okay.
of course. So that would basically serve as like an upgraded quarterstaff, I guess. Probably a little sturdier than that. So quarterstaff would be 1d4, so let's give it 1d6 if you decide to use it that way.
Yeah, I'll go with that. So I'll do 2 attacks against it, trying to use the butt end. Because if thing cut and bleed acid, maybe not cut thing no more. Maybe beat thing.
It's fair.
So roll the attack roll first. Okay, so 2 attacks. One is a dirty 20, and the other is 17. So 2 hits.
Both hits.
For, let's see, 3 plus 4, 5. 10 damage total. Bludgeoning.
And bludgeoning. Okay, it is Mashulu Spawn's turn. Okay, let's decide. It doesn't have. Let's look at this. Intelligence. Pretty cunning. So, what is its biggest threat here? What is its biggest threat? So you did 10 points, and Naime did 9 points, correct?
I think so, right?
Yeah, so...
Yes,
okay.
9 points.
All right, Shield, you're going to take this attack. Let's go for a bite. Fumble. Round over. Roll a D100.
95.
Oh, okay. Whew. 66 through 95, the crew finds a safe way to advance to the next area of the ship. You do not want to know what would have happened on a 96. I assure you, you don't want to know. All right, so you move safely to the stairs. Section 3. Section 3. Sir, they've barricaded this room off. Looks like they were trying to protect from something attacking them.
How about that vicious acid raccoon that we just slashed at?
Yes. Oh. Okay, you safely move up.
Mr. World, I would like to do a thing, if it is possible, to magical spells outside of combat.
You have 5 minutes. Yes.
Okay. I would like to take a moment and glaze my eyes over and cast See Invisibility, giving me the ability to see into the ethereal plane with creatures and objects appearing ghostly and translucent. I am hoping such giving us advantage on getting through the clearest ways possible and being able to see any little crazy stuff coming in our direction. This is a duration of 1 hour.
Yes.
And I do not have to maintain concentration.
Okay. You will now increase. Section 51 through 65 will now be 45 through 70. I will update.
Nice.
45 through 70, meaning anytime you roll a 45 through 70, the crew will spot a clue about the whereabouts of the spawn. You have now increased the odds of that result. You will now get first initiative in any combat rounds, which you had last time, but you will now have it from now on. 45 through 70 is that result. Let me adjust the math.
I can cast light as well if that doesn't interfere with your vision.
It does not, because at this moment in time, you would see Olivera continuing to kind of move, but in a very different manner as her eyes go from the normal bright teal that she has to like dark beady black. But when they're the dark beady black, it almost looks like there's some sort of green smoke twirling in them in the background. So it's just this, she's still there and conscious, she's just looking at things differently. You don't look the same, so your light doesn't change any of it. Totally different plane of vision. That's
Yep.
Then using my I'm gonna cast light as well.
Okay.
I'm sure some of our compatriots can't entirely see in the dark too well.
Okay. Where are we at on time?
Less than a minute.
Okay. Anything else you want to do before moving on?
I would like to keep moving.
All right.
Yeah, I think
roll,
let's
roll
keep
it
moving.
up. D100.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. The machine respawn attacks the number of the crew. 1 round of combat. It comes out of the woodwork. Literally out of the woodwork. It comes right back out. And we are top of the order. We're going to keep the same order. The 3 of you are in front. So we're just going to leave it. Alvira.
I am going to use my bardic inspiration to cast Tale of the Beguiler on this creature. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or it will take psychic damage equal to 2 rolls of my bardic inspiration die and become incapacitated at the end of its next turn.
Hello.
That should give me time to grab it and get going.
Got a 16. Does that save?
Yes, unfucking fortunately it does.
I love the thought.
Close.
I do like the thought. The dice did not go with you. So, anything else happen on a save?
On a save, it is not incapacitated, and it is only half damage, so it's only 1.
Half
So-
damage. What's the damage?
I'll give it to you. It is 4. 4.
5 points of
Yeah.
what type of damage?
Is psychic, so
Psychic.
no physical damage, so no spewing acid.
Okay, I like it. Anything else?
Wah wah. No.
All right, Jaime.
You use a bonus action to summon Suda
Okay.
to attack it from a distance rather than chance getting spewed with acid.
Okay. Tight quarters in here, but okay. Not much distance.
Well, how far does its acid go?
No, not very far. Less than 5 feet. It would maybe hit someone in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, still.
Okay.
Even just keeping a 5-10 foot distance would be perfect. Let's see. Ooh, I think that is 2 hits, one for 21 and the other for 22. Not the damage.
Okay.
That was the attack.
And this is slashing also?
Yes, it is.
All right.
That is, first one's 11, the second one is 9.
Points. Significant.
As Suda's ethereal form materializes behind it and gives it 2 good whacks.
All right. Love it. Okay. Shield.
Okay. I'm going to try to bludgeon it over the head again with the funny side of the glaive.
Okay.
So first attack, 19. Second attack comes up short. So you said it's a 1d6. So that is 7 damage.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, so you are up to 17. Suda has done 20 points of damage. Naime has done 9 points of damage. So Suda, it spins around. It's bleeding acid, and it opens its maw, and it goes to bite.
No, it doesn't. Silvery barbs, please.
Okay.
It is distracting the triggering creature in this turn of uncertainty. It must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll. I can then choose a different thing for it to attack, including myself, and it has advantage. The chosen creature I choose has advantage on the next roll. Ability check, saving throw within the next minute.
So it's got disadvantage.
Yeah.
But you can force it to choose another creature.
Correct.
What would be the other creature?
If it is trying to attack Naime, I'm going to have it attack Suda instead.
No, it's going after Suda. Suda's done the most damage.
And I'm going to leave it with I'm going to leave the attack on Suda and give the advantage to Naime.
Does it still have to re-roll, or does it keep the first roll?
Still has to re-roll.
Okay, does a
Just
30? I'm sorry. Does a 13 hit? Not a 30.
Actually,
that
no,
would be scary.
No, it does not.
Does a 13 hit Suda?
It does not.
Okay, the bite does not land.
That's the first time she hasn't poofed.
And then then there's another attack with the claw.
All right, guys, not trying to flex. But does a 30 hit?
That's a natural 20 for.
Yeah, that will definitely hit.
Not a 30, but that is a 27. So Suda poofs.
Suda poofs. She only has 1 hit point.
And it has decided to use Frightful Presence. Everyone make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Do I have to?
Oh, that's very unfortunate. Hang on. Do I have?
I'm
said,
gonna be so happy
sorry, you
with
said
this
wisdom?
feed.
Wisdom?
Yes, wisdom. DC 15.
It's cocked. That was no better. 8.
Okay. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight. You may also not willingly move closer to the source of the fear. But this round is over. Let's re-roll that D20, D100.
Already?
For clarity, I got a 2, so I failed that save for
Yeah,
however long the.
anyone that failed is frightened. So, did anyone
Yes,
save?
I saved, yeah.
Okay.
I got 15 on the nose. And we got a 90 on the dice.
90. You find a safe way to advance to the next area of the ship. What section are we in now? We are in section 4.
How long are we frightened for?
5 minutes. Go ahead and restart. Yo, Shield. I think we got something here. You see Carter Bishop looking on the floor. There seems to be some sort of husk. What looks like the chest burster that you fought, the Mushulu spawn. But upon inspection, it's not the dead body of the thing you were just fighting. It is, in fact, the exoskeleton that was shed when it metamorphosized into a larger form. Carter Bishop, in terror, but kind of in awe, says, magnificent, isn't it?
God damn it! The thing is growing. And Shield will show the other two. Not ignoring Bishop kind of fanboying over there, but sandbagging it.
We should pick that up.
You also realize all as Carter Bishop begins to panic a little bit because after that first attack, you realize that the cat has escaped from Bishop's arms and has run to hide under the stairs going to the next deck.
Yeah, wait! Stop him!
It will require a DC 16 persuasion check to coax Newt out.
I'll do it. Cats like birds. Now I'll duck down and I'll say, "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Please don't try to bite me. I'm just a little bigger than you. Here, kitty, kitty. I have some pocket bacon."
Okay, I'm going to give you advantage for being. Now you are an owl, so cats are not. They like to chase, smaller birds, but I'm going to give you advantage on that. DC 16 persuasion.
I got an 18.
18. The cat just somehow trusts you, and it comes out.
And I'll pet it, and I'll pick it up, and I'll
All right.
bring it.
Now, will you let Newt live in the branches with you?
You put him up inside his tree because cats feel safe up there, and I'm going to put pocket bacon there and give him my blanket so that he'll chill out. And then the other guy can be more focused on what the hell he's doing and not the kitty.
Now, it will compete with you for mice on the ground, just so you know, just so we're clear.
That's okay. I'm a vegan owl.
That's not All right, we
That's
allow a
adorable.
lot of things in this game. We have magic and everything, but vegan owls, I draw the line.
They do not exist in my world.
Vegan owls, that's.
Or those
where we
that
at
do
on-
CrossFit.
How we doing on time?
My favorite cryptid, CrossFitters.
All right. Okay. You hear 40 meters in, there should be a stairwell. Sub-level 3, nice and easy. Check those corners. Watch their spacing. Stay loose. All right, let's roll a D100.
75.
75. Okay, 75. The crew finds a safe way to advance to the next area of the ship. You're living in that. You're living in
We're
that.
just
sweet
we're
spot,
just we're just
honestly.
moving ahead.
You
Yep.
really are.
Tactical movement, man.
Living in the sweet sections. Okay.
Picking up any more clues along?
This section of the ship appears to be worn. The wood is smooth and curved, almost to the point of looking organic. The ribbing of the frame of the hull is smooth from some sort of secreted resin, and it is hot, much hotter than the deck below. In fact, you see a marine stuck to the wall of the inner hull, trapped by the resin. As you approach to inspect, a Mushalu spawn bursts from the marine's chest. It has 12 AC and 6 hit points. You may take an attack of opportunity.
Kill it with fire,
Oh,
and I'm definitely taking that attack of opportunity. Absolutely.
I am also doing so. I've got a 23 to hit.
16.
Okay.
We all just
dirty
flail
20.
at it.
Okay.
Here's
you
11 fire damage, Mr. World.
fire damage.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it
Now we
with
have a
fire.
different- wait, hold on. What spell are we using here?
I'm firebolt.
Okay, firebolt. All right. Okay, and you rolled like a super high roll, right?
23, yeah.
23. All right, you just perfectly like put it right out, and you kill the spawn with your hit. It only had 6 hit points, just coming out of the chest. It was very weak. It's a good thing because now there would have been 2 Mushu spawn on board. Yes. Okay.
Is there any other Marines or crewmen stuck up to the walls that like we can immediately see?
Not immediately. No, you don't see them here. No, not here.
Something else to keep an eye out for.
Okay. All right, we're doing good. We're doing very good here. We're doing really good. Roll a D100.
I did. We got a 31.
31.
I
Okay.
would like to comment on the tar-like substance we're seeing now because I'm starting to think, friends, my ass blasting comment was not as unscrupulous as it sounded. Because that thing was spitting acid. Where's this tar coming from?
Yeah. A crew member is attacked.
Please don't say it's rear end. That's
on
absolutely
a
grotesque.
31, a crew member is attacked. Screams of horror and death can be heard from the deck above.
Oh, that's unsettling.
Stay tight.
Stay tight. Watch your corners. Stay loose. Watch your spacing.
Well, am I supposed to stay tight or stay loose?
Keep your neck loose. Stay tight together. Don't break formation.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keep your shoulders loose too.
keep them
I mean, I
loose.
can do that. Naime has taught me the value of in tandem fighting, but special tactics isn't necessarily my forte.
I don't know if we're really in a place for special tactics right now. Just saying.
All right. Okay, roll another D100.
Lord have mercy. 15.
15. Mushalu spawn attacks a member of the crew. 1 round of combat.
Oh no.
We start at the top of the order because of that advantage you've given yourself. Alvira.
Set this bitch on fire.
We should take it back to the city, but I don't want it to bite us. You're right. I want to set it on fire.
Hold on.
Kill it with fire.
Hold on. This ship has substantial dollar value. Let's not be hasty.
I say we burn the entire thing.
I agree. I'll learn how to swim.
Yeah.
I got
We will swim to shore.
17 on a firebolt, Mr. World. Does that hit?
That will hit.
For 15 fire damage.
15 points. You're rising up on the threat rankings. You're rising up. Okay, anything else?
Straight to the top.
Naime.
Suda lets out a bit of a terrified shriek, at which point Naime, now in the ethereal form, materializes and takes a couple whacks. You. That is only 16 at the highest.
Okay. Shield.
Okay. Are we still under the effect of fear?
Yes.
Shit. Okay. Then. Okay. I quite literally can't do that. In that case, I will try to gingerly reach out and flail the other end of the glaive. So, with disadvantage, that's a shame. That was a good roll. What else is it? Okay, that's still fine. So a 23 on the first attack.
Yep.
And the second one misses for sure. For 7 damage. Bonk.
7 damage. Can you give me a quick tally of your total damage? I think you are over 20 at this point.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I did 9. Then 7 there. What was the last roll?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've hit it. I think I've hit it for over 20.
Yeah, you got 10, 9, and 7. Right?
Okay, then.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, guess what? You see the dripping maw reach out, and then another smaller one comes out from underneath inside of that one, and you're sure it's gonna bite you, Shield. You're sure because it's looking right at you, and it's going to bite you just like it bit at others before, but it doesn't. What it does is it spits acid in a 20-foot wide cube. Each creature in the line must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or take 12 points of acid damage.
Yay. Okay.
I got the 23.
All right, you only take half damage.
Do I have? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail that anyway. What was the DC?
15.
Okay. Do I have disadvantage on all saves against it?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Just check. It's 7.
All right, you take 12 points of acid damage.
7.
7, you will also take 12 points. All right, and then Shield, you will take a claw attack.
Oh no.
That's a 17 to hit. Does that hit you?
That hits.
13 points of slashing damage, and then it's going to reach back with its tentacle-like tail and try to get you with that, and that will be bludgeoning damage as soon as I see what it actually rolled. That's a hit, 23 to hit, and you will take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from that.
Cool.
Hit. All right. Okay. Alvira, you are low on hit points. Be careful with your aggro. You are rising to the top of the damage meter. Roll a D100.
I have rolled a D100 for triple zeros of a 100.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Catastrophic
sound
damage has occurred to the ship. The ship is dead in the water, but not sinking. The mast has been broken, and the rudder has been eaten through by the acid. Okay. Okay. Carter Bishop, upon learning on this, says we could maybe row due west to KC 426. We're not going to make it back to the port of Astoria. We could maybe make it back, maybe make it to KC 426. It's what we call a shake and bake colony. 60, maybe 70 families. They collect bird guano and sell it as fertilizer for big money back in Matria. We could make repairs there. You should probably go collect your reward on foot by traveling north along the coast. If we get there, I'll repair the.
Can we talk about this after we get there?
Let me finish my thought. I'll keep the boat. You can have the whole reward. And we'll part as friends. But we got to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work. Let's talk and walk.
Okay. Roll a D100.
I will do such. Shield, you have received divine intervention from Greek theater. You can have 2d4 plus 4 healing.
Hey, thanks.
48 on our 100, Mr. World.
48. Okay. The crew spots a clue about the whereabouts of the spawn. You will get to move on to the next section. Okay. You will now have advantage. Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cure frightened condition on you all because of this result. And you're going to move to the next section. It's actually here, and you're going to start to head towards the top deck. Not there yet, though. In this section, you see another 3 Marines against the wall, trapped by the icky ooze and ochre and resin that seems to be everywhere now. Chest bursters. 3 more come out of their chest. The tiny Mushaloo spawns pull out. Right before one happens, a Marine looks Naime in the eye and says, "Game over, man! Game over!" And the Mushaloo spawn bursts out of its chest. There are 3 of them. They each have 6 hit points and 12 AC. If they survive this round, they will escape into the ship, and the timer will get reset to every 3 minutes if they survive.
Do we get opportunity attacks against these, or did they?
You get opportunity attacks.
I will definitely
shot
take my.
Kill them all.
Yup.
Yep.
What did you say armor class is? 12?
Armor class 12.
On the money. 12 for 5 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Shield, how you doing?
I hit one for 7.
Dead. Alvira?
Funny, you thought I was going to attack something successfully today. No. Wah, wah.
Two of them scurry below decks. We will now begin rolling D100s every 3 minutes. Let's roll another one right now.
I was gonna
79.
say we've been rolling them like every turn, so I don't know that the counter is actually up.
I know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to keep it going. 79.
Yeah.
Okay, you find a way to advance to the next area of the ship, which is the top deck. You have a disabled ship, and you have 3 of these things below deck. You can get people working on rowing to shore, which is in sight. It is in sight. Or you can decide to make a heroic venture back below decks and fight to the death with this creature and its 2 spawns,
Mr. World.
which are growing at an indeterminate rate. You don't know how long they take to become the dangerous version. Yes.
You said it's the mast that's broken.
Yep.
How big around is the center mast? Is it something I can repair?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Not in any reasonable time. You know it can be repaired once you get to shore, but and you can see shore, but
I just wasn't sure if mending would be something we would be able to use.
the ship is not going to make it back to Astoria.
Okay.
So what Carter Bishop wants to do is get the ship to KC 426, which is a small colony right nearby.
I don't know if I want to fight it to the death, but it would be nice to know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely shouldn't let them get to shore.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, so what I was kind of saying is we should capture one and take it back to shore with us for scientific research.
That never works. And I've been a part
Carter Bishop
of
thinks that's a great idea.
An experiment, and look how I turned out.
Frankly, I would rather see these creatures destroyed.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going down if I can face these things.
All right.
Shield will go with.
Okay. All right. Okay. As you go down, you see some crew members are stumbling out. Some are not making it. And you begin to just see more and more crew members stuck to the walls, many of which already have their chests blown apart and emptied.
So we're not dealing with just 3 of these things. We're dealing with we need to burn this whole ship down.
We need oil, gunpowder. Didn't we have stores of something like that?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, the ship's not seeing the
Certainly
coastline.
do.
I'll swim back before I let them go to the coast.
Yes, you'll have to get all the way back to the bottom, but there is absolutely gunpowder and things in the storage deck down here. If you can fight your way down to it.
That's what we're going to do then.
Okay, now while you're on top deck, before you go down, you do realize that there are rescue boats you could potentially use if you get down there, but you've got hundreds of people, less than hundreds of people now. You've probably got 60 to 70 alive people on this.
I say we sink every single one of them and write condolence letters to their families. It's much better than taking them home and letting their chest explode on their children.
These are the tough decisions that sometimes need to be made. All right,
You
you're
think,
gonna fight your way down?
that the ones in the rescue boats are infected?
I think anything that got on up to the top could be safe, but you really don't. You really don't know. It's hard to say. You can look at someone's eyes and not know. The captain seemed totally fine right up until he wasn't.
It seems like any of them. It seems like any of them that would have chest burst have been chest bursting pretty quick, though.
And if we don't have time or the resources to initiate quarantine procedures, so
Before you head back
let's
down, let me help you. Let me do a thing before you go. Because I can make
Alvira's not.
Oh no, I'm not.
always the sentimental type, aren't you?
Alvira will be waiting, getting the escape boat ready. Yes.
That's exactly my plan, is to prepare our Operation Exit after you do Operation Blow Shit Up. But I can make you both fucking invisible on your way down.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'm going to cast invisibility on Shield. Okay, Shield? I'm giving you invisibility for up to an hour. So I'm going to do that. Naime, I am going to sing you the tale of the Phantom. You will become invisible until the end of your turn or until you hit a creature with an attack. If the target hits a creature with an attack during invisibility, the creature it hits takes necrotic damage and is frightened of the target until the end of the frightened creature's next turn. So you are invisible until
only
you
like
attack something.
6 seconds.
No, until you attack something.
I thought you said I was invisible until the end of my turn.
In combat and until it hits a creature with attack. You're out of combat. So just don't hit anything.
I will do my best.
Okay. We ready?
There you go.
We ready for
Very
this?
well.
We ready
God.
to do this thing?
Got my back shield.
Here we go. Roll a D100.
I'm ready.
Sorry. What'd you say?
Roll a D100.
Very good. 25.
25. A crew member is attacked. Screams of horror and death can be heard from below. Roll again. You move down to the decks.
62.
62. You spot a clue about the whereabouts of where you need to go. And you make it safely. Roll again.
24.
24. Crew members attack. Screams of horror and death can be heard from below.
Keep moving. They'll pay for every one of these.
Shut your face. You want them to hear us? 79.
79. You find a safe way to advance to the next area. You're halfway down.
We're climbing down. 39.
39. A crew member's attack. Screams of horror and death can be heard from above now. You're getting down there. Keep going.
All right. 63.
63. You spot a clue. You safely move.
That is cocked. 2.
Catastrophic damage to the hull. The ship begins to sink.
Hey, you know what? It was part of our plan anyway, so...
So that's where they were.
Elvira, up above on top deck, you feel something list. The acid is eaten through part of the bottom decks, and water has begun to rush into the decks below. As you move down there, you will notice you will be walking through water. Remember the basement in Astoria? You are in a similar situation. The water is rushing in as you get down there. Doesn't mean you can't get to those barrels and blow them up. Would you like to advance?
Yup.
Yep.
All right, go again.
23.
Okay, crew members' attacks, screams of horror and death can be heard from above. Horror and death, you're starting to wonder if the horror and death is coming from the big guy biting and slashing, or whether it's chest bursters coming out of crew members. Roll again. Yeah, 2 more to get down there.
80.
80. Find a safe way to advance to the next area. Roll again. And water is in this deck. You are on the correct deck with the gunpowder.
40.
It's about thigh deep. 40.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Screams of horror and death can be heard from above. 1 more.
3.
From the right, you see another piece of the wall give way to the acid, and the entire wall collapses. The sea rushes in, just directly in. You know this ship is about to go down in the next 2 minutes. You can attempt to swim out of here. You can attempt to blow your way out. But this ship is about to go down immediately.
I'm going to turn to Shield. Swim out and get it back up to Avira. Get off this cursed ship. I'm going to take care of these barrels.
You go. I've died before.
I can also
You.
I can also shift. So
Can you make it?
I'm definitely going to try.
If you're not sure, you go.
Shield, you remember that Naime has the ability to sort of phase shift from one iteration to another to the twin. So, you know, one gets ghosted, the other is 30 feet away. So
just go. I can leapfrog my way out.
You better damn be sure. And I guess Shield will go.
okay. Okay, make an athletics check. This would be a DC 14 athletics check to get to the surface. You're fighting through rushing water that's coming in through the side of the hull of the ship.
Indeed.
SeculOrca.
I will expend the use of rage for this.
Okay.
Ooh. Angry swimming.
This is very angry swimming. Have you ever seen Michael Phelps with a very deep frown? It's kind of like that.
It's the rage stroke.
Yeah. Okay, so I get advantage. So it's either a 16 or a... Please don't define athletics. Please roll athletics. Okay, does a 16 work?
Yes, so 16 works.
Good.
All right, you make it. You make it out. There are an unknown quantity of these spawn on this ship as it's going down. What you don't know is, are they aquatic? You don't know. You just don't know very much. So Naime, you've decided to blow this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna blow it and hope that the ship catches on fire, or blows some of those creatures to hell.
Okay.
Or the hells.
Okay, walk us through your process.
All right. So, I don't have the flame sword like I had with the last one.
A tinderbox comes in most adventuring kits if you have one of those.
Yeah, but also surrounded by water currently. So normally the cargo is strapped down so it doesn't roll around. So the first part would be swimming down to release said barrels so that they float.
Okay.
and then get one close enough to the center of the ship.
Okay.
Hopefully as close to the dry area as possible, and then we're probably gonna have to light it like right next to us.
Okay. Give us a general. We're gonna do sleight of hand DC 14.
Why?
Well, there's a lot to what you're doing. It's the best I can come up with.
Is this your match?
How about 9?
No.
No.
Shit, that's not your card.
9.
Could have sworn it was the King of Diamonds. Okay.
I swear, when I level up, I'm gonna have to like take sleight of hand because that seems to be the only skill check that I ever get.
I mean, you try to pull off a lot of stuff. You probably should.
It's time to multi-class.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. We were just talking about that.
So you're able to do parts of what you just decided you wanted to do, but you can't do all of it. So what's most important, getting it into the exact right spot or making sure it gets lit and blows up?
That one.
Okay. All right. You make sure that it gets blown up. And is there an alternate skill you'd like me to consider you using?
How about insight? Or survival?
No.
No? Okay. Then I got nothing.
All right. So you're going to focus all of your energy on definitely blowing it up, getting it as well positioned as you can.
Oh.
From the audience.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Now we go.
Okay, you get it positioned and
so how close am I to the blast? Because
you're very close to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I'm definitely that guy, like right in the midst of that explosion.
All right, Alvira, you see Shield sputtering his way up to the surface. You have a couple of decisions to make. Who's going to be allowed onto the boat?
Shield, Naime, me, the robust can't explode from an alien thing that likes to fornicate inside your face and then use you as an incubator, and then you're never alive again afterwards.
So So you're saying no one else? Are we bringing Carter Bishop and the cat?
At least the cat.
Oh, that's my cat now.
It's your cat now. Yeah. Okay, so what are we doing with the first mate? Is that a yes or a no?
Yeah, he comes.
First mate was with you the whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
You just shove him off the boat. No nerd.
Okay, but no other crew. You can't trust them. They all just have to. You salute them, and off. And best of luck in Davy Jones' locker. Is that the decision?
Yeah, I would like to see them have a peaceful slumber on a waterbed for the rest of fucking eternity. Sayonara to the rest of the crew. Sorry, not sorry. My friends are important.
All right. Okay. You escape. The ship goes down. The SeculOrca. Oh, the SeculOrca.
Now, question. One, how much damage am I taking from this explosion? 2, do I make it out?
So do you have a way to sort of create your Suda 30 feet away?
I do,
Okay.
but
You were gonna try.
it would be a split second thing to light it and then
They have wicks.
transpose.
You have wicks, so you'd have
Oh, okay.
30
All right.
seconds or so.
Okay. Yep.
I just
That's
assumed
fine.
you were going to create Suda somewhere in the water and then swim up from there.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
if not, you could try to make it and then do that as a last ditch effort. You'd be making an athletics check to swim out the same way that Shield did if you want to do it conventionally.
No, I can definitely leapfrog it out.
Okay. All right. Suda comes up, and we're going to say the captain got last rites, Sai's on the boat, Nerys is on the boat, and okay. All right. Carter Bishop is very thankful that you saved him, and Newt, and he says, I do feel like those are significant sentient species. That I don't think it's up to you or me to just exterminate them like that. I'm just.
Well, you and I have both lost a lot of friends today, and I'd like to not lose any more. Science can wait. Big Mama of the ocean can fuck all the way off until the next lifetime of science that I'm not living in after my friends and I retire somewhere peacefully, far the fuck away from any ocean-dwelling, chest-bursting monsters.
Mhm.
I'm very sorry, friend.
Not to mention, there's a difference between sentience and sapience. And those things were not sapients, which means they do not think like you and us. They are mere animals.
Shield will rest a hand on his shoulder. Bishop, stop talking.
There you go.
And he in fact does stop talking. And you rode due west to KC 426, which is what's called a shake and bake colony. They collect bird guano off of the offshore rocks. Bird guano is highly prized as a fertilizer for big money back in Matria. It makes the farms 3 times as efficient. They get 3 times more output from this fertilization process here that can be found offshore. There will be no repairs to the ship made here. But from here, you can walk along the coast to get back up to Asturia and collect your bounty. You can tell your story and RIP to the 200 sailors of the doomed vessel, the SeculOrca. Pour one out for Captain Quint Bungler. Okay, I think we've done a lot. Somehow in 78 minutes, and we managed to do it before Shield had to be pulled away. Last thoughts. We're going to pick up in KC 426 next week. Final thoughts.
Not much of a ship to repair, is it?
Definitely
Definitely repair that shit.
There will be no repairs for the SeculOrca.
Hey,
Nope, it is going to
should
sit
be
at the
like-
bottom of the bay, and we're going to forget about it.
Can try to gorilla glue the fragments.
in the great word of my Aunt Owl Petunia somewhere, not our ship, not our problem. Just saying.
Not our sailors, not our ship.
I know that's terrible. I know it's terrible, and that's probably villainous of me. But also, on the scale of 1 to how many fucks I have to give, the answer is none.
I don't know. I think that's firmly a neutral decision because it's self-preservation over the survival of others. And it wasn't malicious. It was just like literally, we don't want this thing to spread. And
I'll sing about them in my songs in taverns all across the land, and I will pour one out for the homies next time we hit the tavern. I'll even pin the cork on the wall in honor of Captain Bungler.
All right.
Just
On
saying.
that note, we got in, we got out, we did a lot. That was a lot. The rolls were definitely in your favor. No fighting on the way back down. That was fortunate.
Yeah, that was lucky.
I know, that was really nice.
Well managed with the aggro. I think finally Shield came in to take. He had the most hit points, so taking the brunt of the attacks later on was a good thing.
D12 and a D12.
Yeah, I'm debating on whether I show you something as a teaser for next week, but no, I'm not going to do it. We're going to pick it up. You're going to be bruised, battered, wet, soaking, up on shore. We'll pick it up in KC 426 next week. Are we here next week? Yes, we're all here next week, correct?
Believe so.
On here,
Yeah, it should be.
and with that, we are. Do I have an outro? We're fighting over the button. We're fighting over the button.